There's a quiet courage in watching a life unfold, isn't there? The way paths diverge and intertwine, sometimes gracefully, sometimes with a jolt. I've spent a good many years in library stacks and across continents, observing how people build their lives, how they navigate the intricate dance of connection. And few dances are as complex, as profound, or as enduring as marriage. Many of you, like Susan, might be looking at the relationships around you, at the years behind you, and wondering what truly makes a partnership not just survive, but truly thrive through decades. What are those subtle yet powerful threads that weave two lives into a tapestry strong enough to withstand all of life's unraveling? Today, I want to share 7 signs I've come to recognize, not from a textbook, but from a lifetime of careful observation, from watching, listening, and experiencing the world. These are the quiet indicators of a marriage that isn't just lasting, but deeply lived. The first sign is a shared horizon, yet separate compasses. It's about two people standing side by side, looking in the same direction, at their future, at their values, at the kind of life they wish to build, but each holding their own distinct inner compass. This isn't about rigid agreement on every single detail, but a fundamental alignment on what truly matters: integrity, faith, family, generosity, adventure, whatever those core tenets may be for them. I remember meeting a couple in a bustling souk in Marrakesh once, both in their late 70s. They'd spent their lives working in different fields, she a botanist, he a cartographer, yet their shared joy was exploring new cultures. He was sketching the minaret, she was meticulously identifying spices. They weren't doing the exact same thing, but their shared appreciation for discovery, for the wonder of the world, was palpable. Their individual passions enriched their shared journey. It might be worth asking yourself if you and your partner, or you and a prospective partner, truly share a fundamental vision for the shape of a life well lived, while still giving ample room for each other's unique contributions to that vision. True companionship isn't about becoming one indistinguishable mass. It's about two distinct lights shining together, illuminating a shared path. The second sign is the gentle art of repair. Every relationship, every single one, will encounter friction, misunderstanding, and outright disagreement. The question isn't if storms will come, but how the ship is repaired after they pass. In lasting marriages, I've noticed a profound commitment to putting things right, not just glossing over them. It's a willingness to apologize sincerely, to forgive genuinely, and to seek understanding, even when it's uncomfortable. It requires a humility that can be hard-won. I saw this so clearly in my own parents. There were times, as in any long marriage, when sharp words were exchanged or silence stretched too long, but inevitably there was always a moment of outreach, a quiet conversation over coffee, a shared chore where unspoken apologies were exchanged through actions. My father, a man of few words, would often just start humming a tune my mother loved, and she would simply lean her head on his shoulder. It wasn't about grand gestures, it was about the consistent, gentle mending of the everyday tears and snags that inevitably appear. It's a reflection of the grace we are called to extend to others and to ourselves, knowing that we are all imperfect beings in need of forgiveness and understanding. The third sign I've observed is laughter as a life raft. When life throws its inevitable curveballs, when the bills pile up, when health falters, or when the children become teenagers, the ability to find shared humor, to lighten the load with a well-timed joke or a ridiculous observation, is absolutely priceless. Laughter is a profound bond, a moment of shared vulnerability and joy that says we're in this together and we can still find light. I remember Arthur, our dear Arthur, telling me about his late wife, Eleanor. He said that even in the toughest times, when finances were tight or worries loomed large, Eleanor always had a way of finding something utterly absurd to laugh about. He recalled one winter when their old car broke down in a snowstorm, and instead of despairing, she simply started singing Christmas carols at the top of her lungs, off key, until he joined in, stranded miles from home. He said that laughter, that pure, unburdened moment of shared absurdity, carried them through more than any perfectly executed plan ever could. It's a testament to resilience, certainly, but more deeply to the sheer, simple joy of being with someone who understands your unique brand of humor, who makes even the mundane or the difficult feel a little less heavy. The fourth sign is unwavering respect, even in silence. This isn't about constantly complimenting each other, but a deep, abiding reverence for the other person's essence, their thoughts, their space, their individuality. It's the recognition that your partner is a separate, whole person with their own inner world, and that their autonomy is sacred. This respect manifests in small, quiet ways, not interrupting, listening truly even when you disagree, giving each other solitude when needed, and trusting in their judgment even when it differs from your own. I think of my travels through Japan, where the concept of ma, the powerful, meaningful pause in art and conversation, is so revered. It's in those quiet spaces where unspoken understanding resides that deep respect truly blossoms. It's allowing for the other's privacy, their right to think their own thoughts, to pursue their own interests without judgment or expectation that they must always be explained or shared. This profound respect allows both individuals to grow and evolve, knowing they are deeply valued for who they are, not just for what they do or say. It's a fundamental recognition of the dignity and worth of the other, a reflection of how we are all uniquely fashioned. If something in this is resonating with you, I'd be so grateful to know. You might just type "I'm listening" in the comments below so we know we're in this together. It helps to know we are not alone on this path. The fifth sign is the grace of letting go. In any relationship that spans decades, there will be hurts, disappointments, and perhaps even betrayals, large or small. A lasting marriage isn't one where these things never happen, but one where there's a profound capacity for forgiveness, not just once, but repeatedly. It's the grace to let go of old grudges, to release the need to be right, and to choose to move forward together, lighter. Holding on to resentments is like carrying heavy stones in your pocket. Eventually, they weigh you down so much you can't move. True forgiveness is a deliberate act of the will, a choice to release the burden, and it is a cornerstone of Christian teaching. It's a reflection of the boundless grace we ourselves receive. I remember a conversation I had with a woman in a small village cafe in Tuscany. She had been married for over 60 years, and she spoke candidly about a period early in their marriage when her husband had made a rather significant financial misjudgment that set them back years. She told me, "For a long time, I let it fester. Every time we struggled, I blamed him. But eventually, I realized I was poisoning myself more than I was punishing him. I had to let it go. We built it back together, and letting go was the first step in truly rebuilding our trust." It's an ongoing process, a continuous offering of grace, because we are all human and we all stumble. The sixth sign is growing together, not just old together. It's easy enough to coexist, to share a roof and routines, but a truly vibrant, lasting marriage involves a shared commitment to personal growth and to growing as a couple. This means actively seeking new experiences, learning new things, challenging old assumptions, and supporting each other's individual evolution. It's about a dynamic partnership where both people are still curious about themselves and about the world. My friend Silas, the retired accountant, always says he and his wife, before she passed, made it a point to learn something new together every 5 years, be it a new language, a dance class, or even just mastering a complex recipe. He chuckles now, remembering their disastrous attempts at pottery. But he says it kept them engaged, kept them looking forward, and most importantly, kept them laughing. This kind of shared growth prevents stagnation. It keeps the spark of mutual discovery alive. It mirrors the Stoic idea of prokuptein, the constant striving for improvement, not just individually, but in the context of our most intimate relationships. The seventh and final sign is a steadfast anchor in the storm. Life, as we all know, is rarely a smooth sail. There will be seasons of profound challenge, of illness, loss, disappointment, and despair. A lasting marriage is one where each partner serves as an unwavering anchor for the other, a source of unwavering support and presence, even when there are no easy answers or solutions. It's the quiet reliability, the knowledge that you are not alone, that someone has your back no matter how rough the seas become. This steadfastness isn't always about grand heroic gestures. It's often in the daily mundane acts of faithfulness, bringing a cup of tea, sitting quietly in shared grief, offering a hand to hold. I've often thought of the parable of the wise and foolish builders from Matthew, building your house on rock versus sand. A lasting marriage is built on that rock of unwavering commitment and mutual reliance, a shared faith in the face of uncertainty. It's the profound comfort of knowing that when the world around you feels chaotic, there is one place, one person where you can find refuge and strength. It is perhaps the truest expression of enduring love. Observing these 7 signs over my lifetime, in others, and sometimes in my own reflections on connection, has taught me that marriage, or any deeply committed partnership, is not a static state. It's a living, breathing entity, constantly requiring nourishment, repair, and a willingness to adapt. It asks us to bring our best selves, to extend grace, and to cultivate patience and understanding. It's an active choice, day in and day out, to show up, to listen, to forgive, and to love. The journey, like any great adventure, is filled with unexpected twists and turns, but the beauty lies in facing them together, hand in hand, heart to heart. Thank you for sharing this quiet space with me today. My hope is that these reflections offer you a moment of clarity, a gentle whisper of insight for your own path. May you find or continue to nurture the profound strength and beauty that truly endures. As you reflect on these signs, connecting them perhaps to your own story, I invite you to delve a little deeper. We've prepared a simple heartfelt guide called The First 5 Questions, a gentle guide to rediscovering your story. It's designed to help you gently explore the narratives shaping your life and relationships. You can download it for free by clicking the link in the description below or by visiting eldersechoes.com. Be gentle with yourself this week.